2TC is an achievement in Balloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to complete a game of chimps using just 2 towers. Today we're going to be doing this with many wizards and many marines. Yes, it's that time of the year, that time of the month, time of whenever, that we are going to be facing up against one of my worst nightmares and turn into one of the best things that could happen. Getting the face of people who thought I was stupid by calling a special operations to megapots impossible to getting a 2TC original with it with the super brittle. My only bit of advice is if you want to do a 2-tower chimps with an ice tower and a special operations upgrade, I'd say just go with icicle impale. That's much more stress free when it comes to like round 100, round 99, etc. Round 10 is looking very interesting here. We keep trying to chase down targets which are going to get near the exit, but I would like for it to not be this case. Thank you very much. Maybe we needed the monkey sense, but nah, we don't need any sense, only power. Sense, not since. They're both two different pronunciations for two different things for two different meanings. Here we go. I think this is a better attempt this time. I'd like to get water fire as quickly as possible, which is why we're not going for monkey sense as quickly as possible. We're going to get water fire as quickly as possible in the hopes that we can create that water fire. Hopefully. Now the question is, do we need a monkey sense to hold out, or can we go straight towards a Heli Pilot, which is definitely required for round 25 for a certain purple issue that lays on that round. Also, sometimes water fire pops them up here, and other times it doesn't. Really bizarre. Weird that water fire can pop over here, or maybe I've got it in that sweet perfect spot where it can pop neither, but at times it can. Who knows? Or maybe with monkey sense it increases the width of the water fire. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes they're getting automatically popped over here, but then other times they don't. What the hell? Oh, for goodness sakes. I hate the little breaks in between the water fires. They really don't make any sense to me. There we go, that's better. Since the beginning of time, just a little bit of microing with our targeting, and we managed to do that. Strong to first, nothing too complicated. Right, we can now put down our Heli Pilot. That is the hardest part of the run achieved, I think. Although monkey sense, definitely. Otherwise round 24 will be an issue. Although alternatively we could have just gone with IFR to give a camera detection, but we need camera detection on both towers anyway, so what's the point in arguing about it? The helicopter dealt with around 25 purples, but there's absolutely no need. Just keep your heli over here and it'll be able to target all of the purples. No problem whatsoever. Okay, round 27. Are we going to face any issues? And the answer is no. Also, we're going with the faster firing rather than the quad darts on our heli. Yes, it'll make it harder before special operations, but once we get special operations, then our marines can actually fire faster. It's all attacks, all heli attacks, even though it's all heli attacks, but not all attacks. Kind of makes me think that Marines don't actually get it, but they do. Round 31, regrow balloons, all dealt with. Round 31 is just a taster of round 61, but with Moabs and just an infinite number more Zebra balloons that are designed to really wreak havoc if you rely on a strategy that deals a lot of explosive damage. And here's Dragon's Breath, but I do want the special operations as early as possible because of round 62. This is definitely a track that quite favors a lot of spherical attacks, like from the Arena Fire, Ice Tower, stuff that can hit out on multiple branches of the track, so early, middle, late. You get what I mean? Actually, this is also late. No, wait, this is late. Early, middle, late, very late. I've got the orders mixed up there. Never knew mid-video I had to change the batteries in my hearing aids. They had a little sound effect that tells you whenever they're low on battery or completely empty battery. Okay, don't want Summon Phoenix just yet. Like I said earlier, I want to get the special Poperations as early as possible. 45 and purple, so we'll get special, I'm supposed to call it special Chinook. Support Chinook! It will be special one day, but then it will be Poperations and not Chinook. While the helicopter itself is still a Chinook. Me, myself, I prefer the Helix rather than the Chinook. If you know, then you know. Command and Conquer Generals. When the Marines are deployed, we're going to ruin somebody's day. And then when the helicopter is high enough in altitude and looking at a Lunarius, they look so small from up here. Round 49 doing ourselves wonder. Wonder if we need any regrow exploits here to get us a little bit more money. I don't know. This has been a thing since the release of the game. This little bug, I think that is the case anyways. Those who are more knowledgeable in the game and those who are around within the beginning days of this game are known of this bug, then please let me know. Please let me know more information. Me and my common misspeaking mishaps. A lot of the time I should edit out my mishaps when it comes to speaking, but nah, I prefer to keep them in. It shows the fact that I do have weakness outside of my lack of skill in this game. Makes me feel more organic rather than always editing everything out. Although for professional videos, I suppose that is definitely the case, but this is bordering the lines between professional and not professional, semi-professional. A semi-professional interview. I don't even know why I went into that. You escaped to this video so that you can forget about stuff like boring interviews and stuff like that. I'm sorry. What I do know is that we're going to be having 2 sub-towers on the field here involving the Phoenix and the Marines. 2 Marines at the very most at any given point in time. Back in update 31, there was the 2TC of the Summon Phoenix and the Special Poperations, but I can't find any information on the internet as to like what the bugs were when it comes to either the Summon Phoenix and the Special Poperations when it comes to update 31. It's like other towers have got their bugs enlisted, like the Absolute Zero's permafrost affecting Mars by 75% in update 31.3, but the specific bugs for like the Poperations and the Summon, I just can't find anything on them. Not on the Balloons wiki, both the fandom and the not fandom. They don't list the bugs which happened to be around that time, so if anybody can let me know, then that would be brilliant. Anyways, we have ourselves nearly enough money now to do this. We just need this final mower popped and this 2-tower chimps is secured. Just like that, with 77 moolah to spare, we can now summon down the Marines. Yeah, they're absolutely KOing everything. I wonder if Ninja Kiwi will nerf the Marines next so they have the sharp or the shatter damage type. Just like they just recently nerfed the Moab Eliminator, where it used to have the normal damage type, then it got changed to explosive. What else is going to be nerfed by the Lords of Ninja Kiwi? Maybe in the Legends DLC they reveal that each and every single tower no longer has the normal damage type. That is part of its story quest to adept towers so they're no longer immortal status, but they actually do have some kind of weakness, and that weakness is what makes every monkey an individual. Sorry for hitting my mouse and moving the helicopter over there. When you come to think about it, when it comes to damage type alone, the Special Poperations is actually the best helicopter for 2-tower chimps, because the Marines don't have any weakness, and the helicopter itself, while not all that powerful, can provide something which not a lot of other towers can do: utility in a 2-tower chimps, blow back ceramics and below. That's quite a nice feature to have, not just the means of being able to pop them, but being able to disrupt Just like with the Absolute Zero, that thing's purpose, once a bat is popped, is to instantly hit that ability, freezing the ZMGs and DDTs in place. Something that not a lot of other towers can do, that kind of utility. I think I'm going to move the wizard over here now. I would like this entire little square here dedicated to the Marines. The Space Marines. What, that's the nickname. I didn't put that down. How dare you accuse me of such feat? Well, I think Marines do enjoy a bit of orc hunting though. Next up, the Summon Phoenix, and then the Wizard Lord Phoenix. Not just summon it, but becoming a Lord of Right. But I am more of a fan of the Magus Perfectus and the Purple Phoenix, but that's just me. Maybe you prefer the Red Phoenix? I prefer the ethereal flames of the Purple Phoenix, thank you very much. We're just wiping the floor of round 75. Just absolutely destroying everything in our path here. And that's why I went with faster firing, because now that I know I'm at this stage of the game, I benefit more from faster firing than what some people say, that the best path is quad darts so that you can actually get to the Marines. But what if you fail later on because you're lacking that additional fire rate? You're gonna wish you pursued the mid rounds with the harder option, faster firing. Right, 78, the purple balloons. Sometimes the thing that always defeats a two-tower chimps run, I'm not naming any rounds in particular, 62 and 95. Sorry, I had a cough there, and a bit of a chuckle. Maybe both were not so different after all in this scenario. Okay, I'm not going to put down any phoenixes at this given point in time. I think the phoenix we'll summon is the natural one when you upgrade to Wizard Lord Phoenix. That wasn't always the case, actually, for the Wizard Lord Phoenix. It never had a phoenix outside of its ability, but nowadays when you get the upgrade, it has a phoenix that summons out by default. Round 80 ZMG, thanks to having a very powerful tier 5 tower such as the Marines, we can do that. Round 81 goes down just like the rest. No problems whatsoever. We just need to remember to press 3 on the keyboard to summon our Marines, and we shouldn't have a problem. 82 fortified. Once again, not a single issue in sight. Now, what about round 83 and the super fortified ceramics on this round? As you can tell, light work. Not a problem whatsoever. This particular two-tower chimps has been done on stream bed along with several other maps as well, but I'm not really sad enough to try and fathom out the specific placements of particular towers in a scenario like that. Just no way. I would rather show you how to do the kind of 2 TCs without going to harder maps where it can still be possible on, without grinding my gears. No, it's not been done geared, by the way. But, you know what, I wouldn't be surprised. This is the balloons community after all, and there are a lot of people out there who are a lot more dedicated to this game than I am. I am certainly not one of those kind of dedicated people, because I cannot for the life of me do anything on an expert map, even just a normal game. I take one look at that map, round 6, and go, how the bloody hell do I start this scenario? Then you get people who say that the hardest part of a expert map is the start. For me, it's like, every factor about it is hard. Not just the start, not just the middle, not just the end, but every single aspect about it. But I suppose one person's easy, another person's hard. So for me, I can quite easily do 2 mega pops on a obscene map. Like, I was not easy to be able to do it, but I was able to do the big one mortar on another brick as a 2 mega pops. And some people would be like, well, if you can do that, then surely you'll be able to do, like, say, a Dark Dungeons Chimps guide without a single failure and get the black border. But then I'm just going to say this, our perceptions of difficulty are very different. One person's set of skills is another person's set of skills. We don't have to be completely ordinanced by one person's set of skills being different from another. We all have our own different sets of skills at the end of the day, and if that sort of thing is not up to your sort of expectations, then I'm sorry for letting you down. Round 94, the hubris of all of these balloons to come here and think that they can just waltz all over me with their presence. How dare they? Okay, round 94. A very, very big round. The first round that I will say it's like, oh crap, there is a huge number of balloons on this round. I can't be messing about it. Okay, round 95 here. Can we have 2 Marines down for when the DDTs first appear? I hope that is the case. No, it's going to be very close. You're just about to, but an uncomfortable 2. Ooh, maybe. Ooh, actually, the special Poperations Heli itself is keeping the super ceramics at bay. That was brilliant, actually. Okay. Fortified Moabs. I always like to think of this round sometimes as worse than round 98 because by default you have 3 different speed settings to try and go for. Like you have the fortified Moabs, the BFBs, and then the ZMGs at the end. Like I couldn't imagine what this round would be like if they summoned in reverse, so ZMGs first, and then the fortified Moabs being the last. Like I think that would actually be more difficult, honestly, because you got the fortified targets at the very end rather than at the start. Wipe them out, that sort of stuff. 97, come on now, we can do this, you can do this, I believe in you, Marines from the Space Marine Thunderhawk. That's not a Thunderhawk, this is a Chinook. But I like to think that there is a place just like a Thunderhawk that can carry the Marines. Okay, round 98. A huge ass round with a huge ass number of balloons with the fortified status. This is where a round like this will definitely benefit from a Shattering Shells mortar. Remove that fortified property and it makes that round significantly easier. I think that the difficulty does come down to the properties on said balloon itself. Oh, this is looking very dicey. But with everything we've got going on here, we have not used the Phoenix's ability even. Oh my god, I thought I was dead there. Round 99, can we do this without the Wizard Lord Phoenix? But I guess that's gonna have to be the case here. Okay, round 99, 99, 99, 99. They're all out now. Brilliant. Our first usage of the Wizard's ability for today. And that has done it. We have completed this 2-tower chimps achievement. If you have any doubts about this, then you are sorely mistaken. We have this entirely in the bag right here. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Please let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments sections below. We are nearly there now with the bad. Imagine if I die here and this outro was stupid. It's not stupid because we are there. We are gonna do it. We did it. Only a few fails there. So this is one of the easier 2-tower chimps to follow along with. And definitely one that you could do for yourselves. Like Resort would probably be an easier map alongside logs as well. But let's change up today to have a slightly harder map that is still perfectly possible for any sane human being. Anyways, everybody, let me know what you thought of this video. We've got every sub-tower out. I just wish we had another Marine out. Then it can truly be complete. We could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could have 6, no, 7 objects in the game. That is essentially part of our 2-tower course. But then people are like, this is not a 2-tower chimps. This is clearly a 1. Your helicopters are 2. Your wizard base is a 3. Your phoenix that summons up here is a 4. This phoenix is an ability 5. Your marines are 6 or 7. But then you have to count each and every single time a marine comes out. Shut up! They're all part of the base tower here, okay? Sub-towers, towers, they're different entities. You saw that we finished on 2 towers. Do you see this right here? That's 2 of them. Anyways, a rant over. That still kind of gets me to this day. People saying that, actually, that's not 2-tower chimps because there's more than 2 towers on the screen. You don't get the difference. Anyways, speaking of differences, oh yeah, somebody told me that the smart spikes actually triggers the Lich's healing. So in my video on Elite Lich for this week's boss event, it was it was this little bottom cross path with the perma spikes that actually kept healing Lich every single round. So yeah, my bad on that one, and I didn't even realize that until I saw the comments in the section below, and I was like, oh, I should have realized that. And I didn't even get any pops of it as well. That was the worst part of it. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and take care of yourselves, everybody.